Okay, so now I'm recording. So I'm just going to kind of go through how we can set up this challenge group. I think I did a video that was kind of quickly setting up a group, but here we can actually just talk about the group that we're going to do. And the one that we were talking about starting, it was Monday, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And so this is going to be just a general challenge group. And it can be any kind of program. So I'm just going to share my screen here. I can hear my baby crying downstairs and my husband.
No! That's okay. My dog's crying right now.
Aw. All right. So I'm going to go into, this is the team page. And if you go into files, these are all things that I've, files that I've created, documents in the past. So if you want to kind of take a look through those, they can be helpful. This Habits Challenge Group posting guide is probably my favorite posting guide that I've created. So that's the one that I was thinking about having us use. So basically what I had done is my coach had given me a posting guide, like when I first started, and I'm just the type of person, like I'm a little bit of a control freak. And so I'm like, I'm just going to run my own challenge groups. I don't need these other people to run them. So I took her posting guide, and then as I would go through it, I'm like, well, I don't really like what that says. So I'm going to change it. And then I like slowly created my own posting guides. So, let's see here. I'm going to go to mychallengetrackerportal.com. Okay.
I have a question, Kayla.
Yes.
Should we be doing the challenge groups and like the challenge group app, or should we be doing like a private Facebook group? You know what I mean? Like I'm confused on what to do with that. If I should.
Sure. So it can be done either way. It's completely your personal preference.
Okay.
When I first started as a coach, we only did Facebook groups. And so that was like what I did when I first started and everything. And that's actually still what a lot of coaches like to do. But I am always kind of a fan of like trying new and exciting things. And so this app came out within the last couple of years. And I just thought it was really cool. And I liked the fact that it took me off of Facebook. And it's pretty similar to like a Facebook feed. And so what I'll do is we can set this up, and then you guys, if you don't have the app yet, you can download it and you'll be in the group. So you can kind of see what it looks like on your phone. It's really pretty user friendly, and I like it just to get people away from Facebook.
I want to look at the cat first.
You can also modify the notifications that you get on it. So like if you only want to get posts from the coach, you can do that. If you want to see every notification, you can do that. Versus Facebook, like where you're going to get, anytime somebody comments in the group, you're going to get a notification for it. And so it can get really overwhelming for people.
Right. I'll be right back. Sorry.
That's just my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like the app versus Facebook anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was easier.
Yeah, so I think what we'll do is just do this first one on the app, and then you guys all know what Facebook groups are like. And so if you guys can kind of choose if you want to do Facebook group or app. And then, I'm always open to like collaborating with coaches. I'm not going to say, okay, you have to do your own challenge groups now. Because sometimes it's kind of nice, like if you don't have enough challengers to do a group, you can throw them all into the same group.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to have a couple coaches like commenting on things so that if you don't get to answer someone's question right away, another coach might.
Yeah, I like that.
So all we're going to do is click new group. But once you start to have like a customer base, it's pretty easy. Like even if I only have like 1 or 2 new customers for a challenge group, I usually have like 5 or 6 past customers that want to be in a challenge group. And you guys can kind of set your own rules. I've had coaches tell me I will not put somebody in a challenge group unless they buy a challenge pack or unless they're on Shakeology. And I've gone back and forth about it, like whether I want to require someone to buy something every single time. And what I've told people is that if you buy a challenge pack from me, you are eligible for any challenge group after that, regardless of whether you stay on Shakeology or not. But you have to try it this first time. And then you can get your money back if you don't like it.
Yep.
And I don't think a lot of times people see like the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes, and like that's still a really good deal for them, because a challenge pack, you're probably going to get 40 or 50 bucks commission, and then you might be coaching that person the rest of your life. So
yeah, exactly.
So do you have any idea for a name? They can be boring. They can be like October Challenge Group.
Oh, it probably should be Halloween based, right?
Right. We can make a name for it, and then we can always change it too. Like, I'm trying to think of something that I haven't done in the past. The Summer Survival Challenge. Oh, this is funny. Do you want to see how many groups I've done in the past?
Yeah.
On this app? So all of your groups will be here. Fall Fitness Fest I've done. Fall in Love with Fitness. So I've done some themed groups, like where we read a book, or I gave away a book. Those are kind of fun. Unstuffed Challenge, that's kind of fun after Thanksgiving. There's my really pregnant belly. We can do like, I'll just put like Fall in Love with Fitness.
Yeah, that's fine for now. I can't think of anything.
Spooky Slim Down. So then start date. I will typically do like a day or two before the actual like first day of the group, just because I have a couple posts that I'll throw up like before we actually start. So I usually start like the Saturday or Sunday before the first day, if we're going to start on the first. And then end date. So I usually do preseason. We do like a preseason week. So that would be this week. And then weeks 1, 2, and 3. This would be the third week. And then we'll say like, I do like a day afterwards. So my groups are usually 31 days. The beautiful thing about these things is you have complete creative control when you do your own groups. You can do them as long or as short as you want. There are benefits to both. You can do program-specific groups. You can, whatever you want. So we're going to do multi-program, so we can stick anybody in this. We want it to be in English. You can write a general little description here, like welcome to the group. We are excited. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. Let's see here. So fall in love with fitness. So a lot of times what I'll do is Google Images. I think there are probably like laws to the rights to these photos, but
if you ever just want free photos and you know you're not going to get in trouble, it's Pexels, P-E-X-E-L.
Yes. I've actually heard of that. I've used that a couple of times.
Me too.
Here, why don't we do it? See, there we go. Let's see, fall. Oh, that's a pretty one. Oh, I like that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love fall.
Yeah. My favorite way to do it, if I can't get it to save, is just to screenshot it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so we're going to go to select image, desktop. Oh, she's having a screaming fit downstairs.
Oh.
It's okay. There's milk in the freezer. He can get out.
She'll be all right.
And then you can do this. Carl Deichler posts. I tend to like not opt to have these in just because they like are almost a little awkward. Like all of a sudden there's like a random post from the CEO and people are like, wait a minute, how'd this get in here? Who is this guy? So it's up to you if you want those in there or not. So we're going to do create group. It's kind of sad now because she's getting like old enough to know like who's holding her. And so sometimes it's like only me that can get her calmed down.
Oh, she loves her mommy.
Yeah. So I like to have people contact me via email because if they text me, I don't know who they are if they're not on the phone. So we'll do next. Invitations. So what's your email address?
It's BAGGAJ31 @gmail.
So you will get an invitation to that. And I'll be adding the other people too. I'll have to look up Monica's email address. But so you'll get, if you go on the app, you'll have an invitation to this group. And I can also make you a coach admin. BAGGAJ?
Yep. 31.
Gmail.com. So then you are considered a coach in the group.
Awesome.
And I'll do that in the other, for the other people too.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do for the group feed then is we're going to go to, I should change some of this because we don't need it to say food and fitness for thought. That was a specific group. So some of this stuff is not going to be applicable. So you always want to make sure that like this is when we were reading a book. So you just want to make sure that it goes with what we're doing here. So we're going to do welcome to fall fitness. Then I have these general steps like while you're waiting for your program, join the Share Your Shakeology group, download that app. We're gonna get rid of that one because we're not reading a book during this one. And then I always put like my fitness page. And when you guys get like pages, like we can put yours on there too.
Okay.
So pin post and let's see here. So I don't care what pictures you guys put on the posts. Just oh my goodness, she is freaking out. I should probably make this short.
No problem.
So we'll add an image here. And then this is not day one yet here. So I'm gonna do schedule and I'll schedule it for like Saturday at 9 a.m. schedule. And that's how you schedule a post. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
You can post them like in real time if you want. And then you can see like scheduled posts. They'll show up. like that. Well, I must have scheduled it for, I think I meant to do Saturday and I did Sunday. There we go. Schedule. So that will auto post in the group. So pretty simple. So what I can have you guys do, because I think it's you, me, Monica, and Heather for sure in this group. I'm not sure if Alyssa is doing it or not.
Okay.
But since there's 4 of us, we can kind of pick, like, one of us do preseason, one of us do week 1, week 2, week 3.
Okay.
And it can be a good way for you guys to practice posting, putting the posts up.
Yeah.
And a picture. So I'll probably just post this video and have everybody watch it. And if anybody has any questions, I don't know, is that pretty straightforward?
It is for me.
Yeah. And then if you guys have participants that you want to add, you just go to invitations. You type in their name and their email address and click add to list and then invite participants.
Okay.
So typically I usually say, like, this person has to at least be a customer of mine or of yours. I will make exceptions on the challenge pack thing, you know, like I kind of use my discretion. Like I've had some people who have like switched from like another coach that's no longer working the business switched to me. So they've bought a challenge pack in the past. And so I'm not going to tell them they need to buy another challenge pack to be in my group. So I kind of just look at those people as acquiring more customers that are probably going to generate me some income. I'm just going to coach them because they were nice enough to switch to having me as their coach. Everybody can do it differently. I think the main thing is knowing that what you have is valuable and not just giving away all of your services.
Yes.
We are all kind of in this because we want to help people, but I think you also have to kind of balance, like, what is your time worth? So if you want to do this and you want to just like do it all for free, that's, you know, to each his own. But a lot of people are in it because they want to make some kind of money, which I think this took a while to understand that, like, making money is not a bad thing. We just always think that, like, if we say we're in something to make money, it just feels wrong to us.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know, you treat it like a business, it will be a business. So
Okay.
Let's see here. That's pretty much it for the challenge group. I mean, it's pretty simple. We can talk later about different ways to track your customers, but in these initial stages, I would just make sure that, like, if you're talking to somebody, just make a list of who you're talking to, so you can kind of keep track. Some people like to use their phones. Some people like paper and pencil. I use Google Streak, which we can talk more about. But I will usually try to contact people, like, once I get them into the group, I'll contact them like right before the group starts and just make sure that they understand how to use the app and like what's going to happen in the group. Make sure that they put all their goals and everything. You'll see when you go into the app. Oh, you've used the app before, right?
Yep. I just accepted the invite.
Yeah. Awesome. Already on top of it.
Yes.
And then I typically like to check in with my challengers once a week. So we'll just make sure that anybody that puts challengers in the group, like, you will just check in with your own people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop sharing now. I think that's everything we needed on our